Welcome back everybody to LackLuster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. And yesterday, we hosted a 300 subscriber tournament. Thank you everybody who made it possible. Reaper Skull 2 was the winner of the entire thing using that deck. I went up against him a couple times and was unable to get anything past him, so absolutely awesome gameplay. Let's pop open this chest. November 6th, the King's Cup tournament. It's coming up, and I will be a competitor during that tournament, so make sure you're tuned into the station for footage of that. I'll open up all that fun stuff on screen at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that as well. And at the bottom here, tomorrow, the legendary Graveyard Spell will be released. Now, there's the deck of the day on screen. We've got the Crossbow, the Ice Spirit, Mega Minion, Log, Skarmy, Inferno Tower, the Fire Spirits, and the Fireball. Now, I know what you guys are thinking right away, that this deck has a legendary card in it, and the Log has been extremely difficult for some of you to obtain, but that is not to be worried because this is a deck that you can swap out that Log card and put in a card of your choice. I would personally recommend the Zap. It's a great card to swap out for the Log if the Zap spell isn't needed for the synergy of the deck. Now, as you can see, I am extremely aggressive with this deck, and I think that's one of the keys to the gameplay necessary to master this deck. Now, this is obviously, the siege decks are becoming extremely prominent, as seen on screen right now. I'm already up against a siege deck, almost identical to my own. The only difference, I think, is that our opponent is actually using a rocket instead of the fireball, and it's able to take out mostly everything that I had on screen right there, especially because it was so clumped together, but we're able to take out tons of hit points off of that top right tower. So as the board has now reset, and what we're going to do is we're going to set our Mega Minion all the way back in the corner. Now, the reason we do that is because it is such a slow-moving card, and he has placed down a Knight and the Ice Spirit. So I know that they're going to meet around the bridge. I'm going to log all of that, and I'm going to use my Inferno Tower to distract and take up some of the damage of that Xbow. We're going to fireball it, and the Inferno Tower is actually going to lock on and take out that Xbow. So we're in a good place now. We've got a little bit of defense, so we can sit back, gain some elixir. And here's what we're going to do this time. We don't have the Mega Minion in play, so we're going to use the Ice Spirit and the Fire Spirits in the back. And as soon as they get up to the bridge, this is when you want to drop your Xbow, because that is when they're going to try to attack and take out your Xbow. Now that rocket, again, takes out the Xbow really quickly, but we're still able to launch off a ton of damage. That Log as well, taking out that Skarmy, and also chipping away at that tower. Now he's placing his Inferno Tower to take out my troops, so I'm going to place mine down because he's so aggressive with it that my Inferno Tower is going to take his out. And we're going to place the Xbow down right after it and hope that some of those troops get all the way up to the tower. And look at that Xbow just chipping away at his deck slowly, just in time, takes it out. And at this point, there's almost nothing our opponent can do. In fact, I think we're about to win it without taking any damage whatsoever to either one of our arena towers. Absolutely amazing. And this was only, I think, the second match that I played with this deck. So you can see that it's got some major power and some absolutely insane potential to cause havoc, especially in the basic challenges. Now, that's where I've been testing this deck. So try it out for yourself in some friendly battles in the classic challenge as well, just to kind of get the feel of it, because it's not that expensive and it's a great place to see if a deck is actually worth using. So again, starting in the back, Fire Spirits, drop them, let them run forward. As soon as they get to the bridge, drop that Xbow. It's got a 2-second deploy time, so it takes quite a bit of time. And you can see I dropped it because my opponent put that pump and the tombstone down. So I'm assuming at the moment that he's running a Lava Hound deck. But as soon as he places down a 6 elixir card that isn't going to do anything for me or for him, I'm going to put that Xbow down because I know he's got nothing, no elixir in the bank, nothing to defend with. So we'll log all of that away, and hopefully that Xbow will chop down some of those spawners. And look at that. Again, no damage to either one of my arena towers. We've already got one of his taken down, and almost all of his spawners are completely destroyed. So the board resets, we're building up elixir, and again, we're going to place down that Mega Minion in the back corner because it is such a slow-moving troop. And then we're going to drop the Ice Spear because it's just a little bit faster and catch up to the Mega Minion once it gets to the bridge. Drop the Xbow as soon as it gets there. Drop the Fire Spirits right behind it just to help it. And look at it, just chipping away. And at this point, I'm getting nothing back from my opponent. It hasn't told me that my opponent has left the match yet, but now we've taken down a second tower and we've seen nothing from him. So I'm going to start swarming and trying to take down his king tower. But check it out. Now he's putting down his spam huts so that just to try to toy with me, I guess, and try to prevent me from obtaining a 3-crown victory. But this deck is super aggressive, and what we're going to do is be extremely aggressive, and we're going to place down a second crossbow on our enemy's playing side of the match, side of the field, whatever you want to call it. We're going to place it over there. He's going to drop down the tombstone, the pump. We're going to take all of that out, and he's trying so desperately right now not to get 3-crowned, but it's just not going to end well for him. We're going to fireball it out, take him down, and that's it. Pretty easy. Now we're going to get into a replay here in just one more second, but comment down below because in the beginning of the video I showed you that there was a special offer in my shop, and that was a legendary chest. So a little spoiler alert for you there, but comment down below and let me know what you think I got, because it's a card that I didn't have at the time. So it's definitely a card that you're going to see tomorrow. I'm going to build a deck around it, but let me know in the comment section below now, what is your forecast? What do you think I got out of that chest? If you've been paying attention, you should know what legendary cards I have. We're almost at all 8. 9 tomorrow, but I believe now we've got 7, so let me know. Now, on screen, we are going up against the Royal Giant Cheese, and I absolutely hate Royal Giant. I can't stand it. I absolutely think it's the cheesiest card. It's even cheesier than the crossbow, but we're going to be able to take that out no problem. The Mega Minion, the log, and the Xbow did tons of damage to that. We'll freeze up the dragon, take it out no problem, and at the moment, we're pretty equal. I've got a little bit of chip damage to his tower and a little bit of chip damage to my tower. So we've got those spear goblins coming in, and we're not really too concerned about them because they're so low level that they're not really doing too much damage. And our fire spirits are on the board. We're going to drop that Xbow, drop the Skarmy, and look at that. Those barbarians didn't even get some swings off. It's absolutely insane how much damage this does. Now, unfortunately, the Xbow is locked onto the witch, so we're going to log her out of there, do some damage to that tower, and look at how much damage that Xbow is doing to that tower. Left unattended, it's just totally wipes it out in one lifetime. And just like that, a couple fire spirits, a couple more shots, and I'm going to take out that tower, and I still have at least a quarter of the life left on that Xbow to defend my left-hand tower. So the board is reset. We're going to build up some elixir, make sure that we have... now, we know he's got the Royal Giant, but that's okay because we've got the Inferno Tower. He doesn't even know we have the Inferno Tower yet. So we're going to be able to use that as soon as he brings it up, but at the moment, I don't even have enough elixir to, so we're going to take it down with the Xbow, which is, again, another reason why this deck is so great. Its defensive potential. You've got 2 of the best defensive cards in this deck. So let's log away all of that. As one Xbow dies, the next one's already up, ready to go, takes out that witch, and we'll lock on, unfortunately, to those barbarians, but we'll be able to take those out with the Skarmy and Mega Minion. And finally, it locks on. I think he was trying to put that hut down in time so that the Xbow wouldn't lock on, but it was just a second too late, and we were able to get that arena tower almost all the way down. We'll place down an Inferno Tower and make sure that he's got nothing that he can get us with. And just like that, I mean, look at that. There's nothing he can do. Absolutely nothing. At the moment, with this deck in the Classic Challenge, I'm currently 6-0. I shut it down last night. I haven't tried it again, but I do know that there are reports that this exact deck, I've seen this on Reddit, that this deck has gone 12-0 for some people. So I'm going to try to get there. If I get there, I'll show you the footage tomorrow. If not, I'll let you know how much I suck. But anyway, moving on, I promised you I would open up those free chests, that giant chest, and we also have that legendary special offer in the shop, so let's get right into that now. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, I'm in the legendary arena using a totally different deck than the one showcased today at 3213 trophies. There's the deck that's gotten me into the legendary arena. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. Definitely give that one a shot. A couple people have been using it based off of my recommendation, and they've also made it to the legendary arena and have gotten their personal best with that deck. So go ahead and check it out. Let me know down in the comment section below if you did and how high you've been able to get to. Now we're gonna open up this giant chest and let's see. Oh, of course, how ironic. We get more crossbows. Now, mine's already level 4, so it is tournament standard, but it would be nice to get it a little bit higher for the legendary arena. Now, let's slide over here and check out this special offer legendary chest. What were your predictions? Lock them in. Lock them in. Here it comes. The Lumberjack. That's right, guys. So tomorrow, the deck will be featuring the Lumberjack. We'll go ahead and throw up all the stats on screen for you right there. If you do have it, let me know if you've got a deck that worked well for you using this card. If not, type hashtag I want the Lumberjack down in the comment section, and we'll see you tomorrow using a deck with that card. Until then, we'll see you next time.